What's up guys, Benny here, and welcome to the 7 best guns and their class setups for Call of Duty Warzone. There are a ton of incredible options that I want to make sure that you're using so you can win as many games as you possibly can. And if you're new around here, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. But we're jumping straight in with the best assault rifle in Call of Duty Warzone, the DG58. This thing absolutely fries, being able to 2-burst or 3-burst fully plated opponents at a distance, and because of the high fire rate, there's a big margin for error. So when you've got multiple squads running at you and it's crucial that you land those shots, you're going to be able to do so. Incredible fire rate, very easy to use because there's like almost no visual recoil at all. It's just an absolute dream. But the setup that you want is the VT7 Spitfire suppressor. This is the best suppressor in the game. It's the new monolithic. It's the Spitfire or the Spirit Fire. I've been calling it the Spitfire. It's the Spirit Fire. But effective damage range, minimum damage range, and bullet velocity all increased, with the vertical and horizontal recoil also being improved. Bullet velocity being high is crucial as you want it to feel as hit scan as possible so you don't have to lead your shots. This obviously got a bullet velocity of 1,050 meters, one of the other reasons it's so good. You've then got the DG56 LS18 barrel, which is bullet velocity and range, aiming idle, sway, gun kick control, and recoil control. The XRK Edge, just for that extra bit of aim walking speed and movement speed. Then you've also got the 5.56 NATO high grain rounds. He's actually got GA'd in comp play in multiplayer, so if you're not using them, you're missing out because it's a 15% increase in damage range, which means that you're going to be able to deal more damage at those closer ranges, and then also an increase in bullet velocity as well. And then the Choreo Eagle Eye 2.5x. I think this is my go-to scope. I know some people prefer a few others, like using the AMOP, but for me, Choreo Eagle Eye is the way to go. Best assault rifle out there. I thought it was going to be like the Holger or the MCW when Modern Warfare 3 first dropped, but it's not. This is number one. Next, let's go to the best SMG in Call of Duty Warzone, the WSP Swarm, or what a lot of people have just been saying is the MAC-10. And I kind of just have to agree with them. It's got that same like gallantry blueprint. Can you remember from like season 1 of Black Ops Cold War? Kind of like look to it. A bit more recoil, but high fire rate, absolute beast of a weapon. But you've got the Lucreta compensator muzzle, which if you didn't know is going to eliminate that horizontal and vertical recoil, and also that recoil gun kick. And also just look at that rate of fire, 1,090 rounds per minute. It's ridiculous. But to counter that, you need to make sure you get the recoil control. So that's why I go for the Bruin heavy support grip, just to make sure that it kind of locks into the center, horizontal recoil and vertical recoil, mainly killing out that horizontal. The WSP Reckless 90 long barrel for that bullet velocity and effective damage range, just because you want your shots, because the bullet velocity on SMGs are a lot lower, and this definitely needs that increase. You then got the 50 round mag. You could go up to 100s, but 50 seems to be like the kind of like the sweet spot for me, because suddenly you go into 4.5 meters a second, which is very slow for an SMG. You've then got the FSS Fortress Heavy stock just to help with that gun kick and recoil control. And honestly, I've pretty much been using this non-stop with every other weapon combination that I have, whether I'm running like a marksman rifle, a sniper, an assault. This has been my go-to secondary. But let's move on to what has become everyone's like favorite marksman rifle, the DM56. We all love the Holger in multiplayer. The DM56 is getting the love in Warzone. Single shot, so if you've not got a good trigger finger, this isn't going to be for you. But if you have the rapid like finger of death, I don't know what I'm saying right now, but you want to run the Spirit Fire suppressor, which is undetectable by radar, recoil control, bullet velocity, and damage range. The Prime Lord Heavy Barrel, which is bullet velocity and range, aiming idle, sway. The 40 round mag, it does use sniper ammo as well, so make sure that you're using munitions boxes and ammo supply crates just to keep your ammo topped up. I'd recommend storing an extra stack of ammo in your bag. The Choreo Eagle Eye, and then the Holger recoil pad. Now, if I just quickly show this to you, just so you can see what I mean. But just honestly, just easy. It's so easy to use, and it's dropping people like 3 to 4 shots, like 75 damage for a headshot. So yeah, 4 shots you can take someone out. Like it is ridiculous, especially with people that have fast trigger fingers. And then this is the only Modern Warfare 2 weapon that has made the list, and it's the BAS P. The BAS-B is one of the favorites, which we'll take a look at a little bit later, but this is still one of the best SMGs in the game if you want to be rocking a MW2 weapon. Got the Lucreta compensator there for the horizontal recoil control, and the vertical. Then you've got the VLK laser in there for aiming idle stability. and ADS and sprint to fire speeds. The 9mm hollow point rounds for crippling power, and also just make sure that you're doing all damage. It doesn't really do the same effects as it used to, because arms, of course, now deal the same damage as they do to the chest, as they made that kind of universal. We've got the 50-round mag, and then the D37 rear grip for gun kick control and recoil control. This was the top SMG at the end of the last Warzone, and it's nice to see it make a return in this game. So make sure to give it a go if you want to kind of use an OG weapon and you haven't necessarily got all the SMGs leveled up and you've just got an assault rifle. You can go ahead and use the BAS P. Next, snipers are back. I don't know if you know this, but this thing is ridiculous. Like, the bullet velocity, also, how clean is this optic? Like, there's a clear green dot. Like, if you want to use the default scope for a bit of a faster ADS, you're going to be able to, but the FTAC Locus SP is so clean. Also got a zoom, an extra level of zoom. Actually, I'll quickly show you so you can see this. It's got an extra level of zoom for those really long range shots. So if you're like trying to take someone out like across the map, which you can easily do with this thing with one shot, go ahead and just like pop that extra zoom. But you got the XRK Nightfall Suppressor XL for that bullet velocity, minimum damage range. Minimum damage range doesn't really matter because one shot to the head, it's a kill. Doesn't matter the range. Headshot is a down. And in solos, it's so sweet. But bullet velocity is the main thing, so it's as hit scan as possible. And that's why we also go for the 50 cal spire point rounds, because that increases that bullet velocity once again by 34.5%. And then you've got the Zang 34 barrel, which guess what? Damage range and bullet velocity once again. You want to make this as hit scan as possible. And then I personally go for the epithermal quick bolt, just so that I can get that rechamber speed a little bit faster, so I can get more rounds off, because I've been playing trios and quads, so I want to be able to take out opponents that little bit faster. But sniping is back. I know a lot of people are very, very happy about that. But what is also back, well, it's not really back, it has arrived, is the BAS-B. Multiplayer, it was okay. It was good. But in Warzone, this thing is ridiculous. You, of course, have the VT7 Spirit Fire Suppressor for that recoil control, bullet velocity, and damage range, and obviously staying off radar. Bruin Heavy Support Grip for the gun kick control, aiming idle sway, horizontal recoil and firing aiming stability. Then you've got the Werven's Respite. You've got the Bruin Venom Long Barrel, which then increases your bullet velocity and range, recoil control, aiming idle sway, and gun kick control. And then we've got the 45-round mag, and then the Choreo Eagle Eye. Like, this thing, it's not as good at like those super long ranges. Like, there is that little bit of horizontal wobble, but at medium range that you're going to be fighting at a lot with an assault rifle in Warzone, honestly, the BAS-B, one of the fastest time to kills in the game. And like, everyone that I've been playing with so far is like in love with this battle rifle. And it's kind of nice to be a great range of weapons to choose from assault rifles, SMGs, snipers. Shotguns are also, I've used them a couple times so far. Little bit of a pain. Gotta be honest. There's one in particular which drove me a little bit insane when I've been running into it. But my final best weapon is, of course, the PULEMYOT 762. And this particular build, as I quickly show it to you, like, it doesn't move, right? It's got 100 rounds. Very, very easy to use. Great for trios and quads. If you want to rock an LMG. But you've got the Spirit Fire Suppressor, but the key attachment is the Conversion Kit, which is a bullpup kit which increases your mobility and handling, rate of fire, hip fire and tax stance spread, which doesn't really matter, your aim down sight speed to wrap it up. But then you've got the TL20 recoil grip for firing and aiming stability, gun kick control and recoil control, and then also the Command D15 recoil reduction pad with the Choreo Eagle Eye. But those 7 weapons are the best in Call of Duty Warzone right now. Go ahead, try them out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you find anything that I might have potentially missed, comment it. I'll really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!